With the latest episode of Lazarus, it's an Eleina-focused episode, and basically we just learned about the cult that she was raised in. So, get to the recap. Lazarus pretty much has no leads, so Doug is at the point of digging up a 15-year-old magazine of Dr. Skinner with this man named Billy in order to hope that this potential cult, the Tower of the Truth, can potentially give some answers. Unfortunately, though, the only answers that we get from this cult is Elena's backstory in terms of meeting her mother, meeting someone who might be her sister, cousin, best friend. Hard to say. But even with meeting them, unfortunately, we don't really learn much about Elena besides the fact that she grew up in this world and she escaped from it. But what we do learn, at least about Billy, the person who runs this cult, is that he and Dr. Skinner were associates. There's this AI called Naga that was seemingly based off the Dr. Skinner's brain, and Billy became so obsessed with it, he stole it from MIT, made this cult, and somehow has attracted dozens, if not maybe close to like 100 people to be in this commune environment where they have an AI as their god as they work the land and do what it takes to keep the god alive through their means of getting electricity. But, of course, things go awry because whenever Lazarus gets involved, that's what happens. And before you know it, Leland and Elena try to hack into Naga. They get caught, possibly because Elena's sister friend, Hannah, catches her and snitches on her. And with that, so comes apparently Billy's planned sacrifice of not just Leland and Elena, by the way, but apparently he wanted to do a mass murder-suicide situation. Thankfully, despite how Hannah might have turned in Elena before, she throws a smoke bomb that alerts the rest of the team. They swoop in, as does the FBI who've been watching this group, and outside of Billy who gets crushed by Naga's processor, it seems everybody else lives. And really from there, the only thing that we get as a sort of reward for this whole story is that we get established that when it comes to Chris, her relationship with Elena could potentially be like her one with Leland in terms of it's much closer than them just being co-workers. So I'm getting to the review portion. If you want to call it a highlight, seeing Chris have this moment with Elena where those two are sharing a bed and kind of seeing Chris as his big sister type, that was cute. Her being the only one really worried about Elena and Leland being sent into this cult was nice, but getting to the low points, at this point we're, 6 episodes in? And it feels like the more that they try to go after Dr. Skinner, the less leads they have. There's more and more dead ends. And unfortunately, this show is not compensating for that. We may get a piece of Elena's backstory, but they don't tell us why her mom Carla got into this cult. They don't reveal if maybe Billy is her father or not. They don't go into why did Elena eventually leave? Did she try to bring Hannah along? All the things that you would want to ask and get answers for are completely missed. And on top of that, as much as I want to make Chris' relationship with Elena a highlight, again, we don't know much about Chris. We don't know much about her backstory, what her relationship was with Elena. Never mind the relationship that was kind of established in the first episode with Leland has kind of gone dark. So it's like, what exactly are we supposed to latch onto here? The story's not really going nowhere. The characters, they give these weak, almost terrible backstories of that really don't give you much. If anything, it just tells you like a glimpse of where they were at one point in time, but doesn't really give you all the details you would want to know. And honestly, I wanted to believe that maybe Lazarus had to find its footing or something like that, but as much as sort of the Demon Hunter may have kind of made me want to give a bit more grace, allow a show to have time to kind of build out its story and give you a proper resolution for anything that's going on. While that show has found itself to deserve such grace, at this point I'm really thinking Lazarus doesn't deserve that, and right now it's living off the name of the creator Cowboy Bebop, a style of mapper that is usually associated with something that's interesting, but as of now it has nothing to offer besides all these names that are trying to co-sign that this is going to be great or interesting, but no sign of showing that it's going to actually live up to its own hype.